and suffering. Pain and suffering is a part of a liability claim if you've been hurt by someone and they are at fault and you are not at fault. The idea of a liability claim is that you are made whole. Part of this is pretty easy to wrap your head around in terms of the dollar figure that you can calculate medical bills, lost wages, out-of-pocket expenses, anything that's tied to the accident that you would not have incurred if the incident hadn't happened. That's fair game. That's called economic damages, and that's pretty easy to calculate. It's a type of damage that you can see and point to on a piece of paper. A whole different enchilada is pain and suffering. It's also rather uncreatively called non-economic damages. This is sometimes the most important part of your liability claim, because after you've been reimbursed for all of the economic losses, that kind of just puts you back to zero. Pain and suffering is intended to compensate you for all of the human elements: stress, inconvenience, annoyance, mental anguish, emotional distress, injury to reputation, disability, disfigurement, destruction of the parent-child relationship. This is just as fair game as your economic losses, and it's part of what makes you whole. So the big question that we get all the time is, how do you know how much your own pain and suffering is worth? What's a reasonable amount? It depends. Your pain and suffering depends on many different factors, all of which are very individual and particular to your individual case. The facts of the incident, how it happened, how badly was the property damage, or if it's a car accident, the vehicle damage. Was it a little scratch? Was your car completely crumpled? Did you go to the hospital? How long after the accident did you begin to seek treatment? Was it a couple weeks, or was it the next day or the day of? What type of doctor did you get care from? Was it a chiropractor and you treated for a couple months? Or was it a specialist and you needed more invasive measures? Are you completely better now, or are you still in treatment? Did you follow all of your doctor's recommendations? If you're treating for a rather long time, did you try other ways of getting better, or did you rack up bills in just one particular treatment modality? Did you go to care consistently, or were you sporadic? Did you go a lot during one month and then not at all the next month?